guys, welcome back. I'm sorry if I sound really terrible, but I have been sick and I've been trying to do this voiceover to get this video out for you guys, so kindly forgive me for my croaky voice. Hopefully I'm gonna get better soon, but I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a holiday inspired makeup tutorial. So as usual, I'm gonna start off with cleaning up under my brows with my Kevin Aquan Sensual Skin Enhancer and blending it in with my Real Techniques Deluxe brush. For primer today, I'm gonna use the Milk Hydro Grip primer to prime my skin. To explain my voice further, I've been sick for probably over a week now, and I had a terrible flu, and the winter weather isn't making it easier. I lost my voice and I've been coughing real bad, but Alhamdulillah, my health has gotten back on track and I'm still fighting for my voice to get back to normal. So yeah, that's where we are at. And I hope you guys are doing well and taking care of yourselves. I'm gonna use my Fenty Skin Tint in the shade 19 today. I didn't feel like applying foundation, so I'm just gonna blend it into my skin with my Real Techniques foundation brush.
Back and I'm better. I want you bad as ever. Don't let me just let up. I wanna give you better. Baby, it's whatever. Somebody gotta step up. Somebody's on next up. Damn if I let them catch. It's easy to see that you're fitter. I am on a whole nother level. Really on the front, your attention letter. Fucking girl, I guess you didn't know any better. Didn't show any effort. Do all I can just to show you you're special. Certain it's your love that hold me together. Lately you say you've been killing the vibe.
For concealer, I'm trying out the Huda Beauty concealer. This is the full filter concealer. I haven't tried it before. I just got it, so I wanted to use it for this video. I'm using the shade Toasted Almond in my innermost corners, and I'm gonna use the shade Peanut Butter everywhere else on my skin. Because I haven't used this concealer before, I was being very, careful. I didn't know how it was going to blend and how it was going to be if it sat on my skin for long. So of course I went ahead to blend it out as soon as I applied it. I am blending it out with my brightening brush from Real Techniques. So for thoughts on this concealer, I really did enjoy using it. It applied and blended out very seamlessly. But of course, I'm gonna give you guys tips or any new things that I realized with this concealer. If I do, I'm gonna keep using it, but for the meantime I really like it, and that's my first impressions on it. So of course, if you can't afford it, you can go ahead and grab one. So I used my Juvia Splay Stick foundation in the shade Coco as my cream contour for today. And of course, I'm going in with a damp Real Techniques sponge to pick up any excesses and to do some extra blending. I'm going in with my Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Love. I'm going to apply that on the apples of my cheeks. And I'm going to buff it into my skin with my Real Techniques contour brush. I'm going back in with my foundation brush to do some extra blending to blend out any harsh lines and to make sure everything is seamless on my skin. Now before I set my skin, of course, I like to go back in with my concealer brush just to make sure I'm ironing out any creases and, you know, cleaning up any messes just before I go ahead and set. I went in with a little bit of the shade Toasted Almond into my inner corners just because I wanted a little bit more concealer. Like I said, this is my first time, or this was my first time using the concealer, so I wanted to, you know, go in with just a little bit more. I'm using my Huda Beauty Banana Bread powder to set my face. Before I do that, you guys know that I love to iron out any creases just before I set. And when I tell you the combination of this setting powder and the concealer from Huda Beauty that I use is a match made in heaven. It was so flawless. I really did love how the concealer paired with the setting powder. It was amazing. So I'm lightly setting my entire face with some of my Huda Beauty powder. Feel free to skip this step. I just wanted to do, you know, my extra steps. Now I'm gonna go all over my face with my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder, you know, just to set my entire face. For bronzer, I'm using one from Fenty in the shade Coco Naughty. I'm going in with my Morphe brush. I'm going over my temples, forehead, jawline, and the hollows of my cheekbones, as well as the sides of the bridge of my nose. You guessed it, I'm going in to bake. But before I do that, I'm going to clean up the sides of the bridge of my nose just to make sure the nose is snatched to the gods. Eyebrows, I'm using the Evita Joseph Espet brow liner in the shade Rich Expresso. I'm going ahead to fill in my brows lightly. eyeshadow, I'm going in with the shade Credit. I'm going with that into my outer V. By the way, the eyeshadow palette I'm using is from Anastasia Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina. I don't know if this is still available in the stores, but it's an amazing palette and I definitely reach out for it a lot more. So I'm going to smoke out my outer V with that shade Credit. And then I'm going in with the shade Ginger into my crease just to have a smooth transition. I'm going into that shade right there. I'm gonna put that all over my eyelid. Then I'm going in with that gold shade right into my inner corners, and I'm gonna spread it out onto my lid as well, so we have a nice gradient going on the eyelids. Remember, this is a holiday inspired look, so we're going all out. I'm going back in with the shade Credit into my outer V just to smoke that out. I'm going in with my e.l.f. felt tip liner. I'm going to use that to create a tiny wing on my lash line. I'm also going to tightline with my Sheba black pencil from So Aesthetics. And then I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line with the shade Credit. I'm going back in with my powder brush that I used earlier to blend in the powder in my skin. And I'm gonna go in with my blusher from Juvia's Place in the shade Bella, and I'm gonna apply that on top of my cream blush that I used earlier. For the area under my eye, I'm going to blend the powder into my skin with my setting brush from Real Techniques. And I wanted to try something new out, so I went in with the Fenty Beauty Invisimatte powder. I believe that's what it's called. I just put that wherever I get oily, just to see how it plays out during the day. It was a little too much for me, honestly, but yeah, I tried it out regardless. So I'm going in with my falsies. For setting spray, as usual, I'm using the all-nighter from Decay. And I'm gonna apply my mascara from Nuban Beauty. You might be wondering what I was doing back there just a second ago. I was just putting a little bit of liquid liner on my pimples that were on my face at that point in time. And I'm also applying just a little bit of brow gel. For my lips, I'm using the D4 lip liner from Nuban Beauty. It's given like a burnt red shade, and I wanted to use that to align the outer portions of my lips. Now I'm going in with another pencil in the shade J10, which is more of a dark brown. I'm going to use that to slightly overline my lips. For the main color, I'm using this matte liquid lipstick in the shade Kiss of Fire from Dose of Colors. I'm gonna put that at the center of my lip, and this should bring today's look to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also like this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, you might be wondering what I'm doing here. I'm just cleaning up the edges of my lips with just a little bit of concealer, and yeah, I think this pretty much sums up the look. Thank you again. I'll see you guys in my next one. Happy holidays. Bye guys.